In this review, we'll be taking a look at the Sling from Monarc. I'll show you the inside of this bag, the outside of the bag. We'll talk specs, materials, and features. And then I'll wrap it up with what I like, what I don't like, who this sling is for, and then some alternatives if you don't think this sling is for you. Monarc sent me this sling and I've been using it for a few weeks as my EDC bag. It's got some great design features that I really like, including the fact that it's made from 21 recycled plastic bottles, which is pretty cool. There's also a few things I don't necessarily like about it, and we'll get into those as well. There's a lot going on with this bag, so let's dive into the review. Starting with specs, this sling boasts 10 liters of volume and a very slim design. There's also some expandable capacity options, and we'll get into those a bit later. It's 16 inches tall by 10 inches wide by 4 inches deep, and the shoulder strap is 60 inches long when fully extended. The laptop pocket in the back, and we'll show you the laptop pocket when we get into the back of this thing, is 15.5 inches tall by 10 inches wide and a ½ inch deep. And then it weighs in at 1.1 pounds empty, so relatively lightweight sling. So moving on to materials and colors, there's really not a whole lot of information on the website about external materials other than the fact that the zippers are waterproof and all external materials are water resistant. I have used this sling in a light rain and can report that the contents and the interior did stay dry, which is nice. And then the interior itself is lined with recycled PET ripstop fabric. There is an internal RFID line pocket as well, which is pretty cool. All the magnetic attachment points, and there's several we'll get to in a bit, are fidlock. The laptop compartment is lined with the recycled PET material as well, in addition to some neoprene. And then there's two different color options currently that I see on the website. There's the black version, and then there's a gray version. So let's take a look at the exterior now, and there's quite a few features to cover, so I will try to make this concise. First thing you'll notice is we got 3 rows of molle here, which is good. Molle always provides some versatility. We've got below that another leather looking loop. I don't know if that's faux leather. I'm not sure what type of material that is. And then on top of that, we've got some minimal branding. So I don't know if you can see the hash marks here that kind of form the outline of an M. Kind of cool branding actually, and very minimal. The material on the outside is nylon and feel, and it feels pretty durable, like maybe somewhere around a 500D. It's hard to really say, but it does feel pretty durable. And then there's also another material which almost has like a diamond-like pattern on it that's a little bit more, this material feels rubberized or PU coated. There is on the sides a couple magnetic attachment points, and I'll show you what those are for in a minute. The bottom is lined with that same rubberized type coating that's I'm not sure exactly, or rubberized type material, not sure exactly what that is. But overall, materials feel nice. On the back, a little bit different. We've got some really meshy material, which is nice. There's some padding in there. It's a little bit crinkly, but not too bad. Really provides some great padding on the back and some great ventilation and airflow. We've got that same mesh material and padding inside the strap. The strap is very comfortable to wear. The strap also has another strap on it, which is a pretty cool feature. You've got a stabilizer strap built into this strap. So these are fidlock magnetic points. You can pull this off, extend it on the fly, and hook it to either this side or that side. And you've got an external, or you've got a stabilizer strap built in, which is pretty cool. I could see that being useful. It's probably not something I will use very often, but if I were riding a bike or something, for instance, I might want a little bit of extra stabilization with this bag, and it's cool that that option's built right in. That strap does cover some additional molle on the sling strap itself. Another feature of the sling is the fact that it is ambidextrous. You can switch from this side to this side and wear it over either shoulder. Strap management is pretty good. It's a closed loop system. There's no dangling straps, which is always a nice feature. Going back to the zippers, we've got a really long zipper pull on this side with a made with 21 recycled plastic bottles writing on there. So that's really advertising the fact that this is made from recycled materials. We've got some thin cord with a hard plastic pull on this with a textured feel to it. Then as far as the exterior goes, there's really only one more thing to show you, and that's this little pocket back here. So on the back side of this sling, there is a hidden pocket to some degree that you can unzip, and it has 2 straps inside of there with G hooks on there. So these 2 straps, there's some metal G hooks on there. And this is a great feature because what it does is it expands the capacity of this pack. You can use it in conjunction with the existing MOLLE, hook it in there, and now I can cinch down a jacket, a sweatshirt, a tripod, a water bottle, you name it. You've got that expanded capacity built right in with these straps and the G hooks, which I think is pretty cool. It's actually one of my favorite features. So it's not something I would necessarily use on a daily basis, but if you do need it, it's there, and it's not going anywhere because it's got its own little storage compartment. It's built right in. And these hooks, like I said, are metal. They seem very sturdy. That's gonna hold whatever you wanna cinch down. So really great expansion opportunity. So, you know, if you wanna carry this as a minimal EDC bag, you can rest assured that even if you had a little bit of extra gear or some bulky items you picked up along the way or you wanted to take with you, you can strap them right to the outside of this bag, which is pretty freaking cool. So this pack with this strap wears extremely well. It is very comfortable to wear. I've got a lot of stuff in this sling right now for demonstration purposes. I want to show you when we get to the interior how much I can actually fit in there. So I've got a lot of gear in this sling right now, and it wears extremely comfortably. Feels nice and secure. Very low profile, easy to get in and out of spots, great for urban carry. I've been using this every day to and from work, and just hugs the body nicely and fits extremely well. So really happy with the overall design of this sling and the way it carries. Another favorite part is that everything is accessible while wearing. So if you're on the go, this is a great sling. All the zippers face up, all the pockets face up. These pockets only partially open. I'll show you when we get into the inside, but you know, I wasn't in love with that at first, but then I understand it's really designed to be accessible on the go, and that makes sure the way the pockets are designed, your contents are safe while still providing the access you need on the go. Okay, so moving on to the interior, we've got 3 pockets, and I'm gonna start with the middle one just to get some of the stuff out of there. And it's kind of loaded out right now for demonstration purposes, but the middle one is the main compartment, so that one zips all the way around like this. It's got one zipper pull on there, opens partially as I mentioned, which again, at first I wasn't in love with, but then I understand if you're on the fly, you don't want a pocket that's gonna flap open. If you wanna be able to access this on the go, which I think is a great feature, you wanna make sure your contents are gonna be secure, and the way this opens provides that security. So pretty spacious interior. I've got enough room in there for a Nalgene bottle. That's a 32 ounce Nalgene water bottle. I've got some other miscellaneous stuff in here. This is an action camera. I've got my EDC pouch. That is the alpaca hub pouch. I've got, you know, if I was gonna be out and about filming, for instance, I got camera gear in here, so some selfie sticks and a tripod, mini tripod, portable battery in there. It's a great spot for the Apple Pencil right here. Another action cam, 360 cam in there. And then this back pocket is usually my snack pocket. If you look on the inside, we've got quite a bit of organization in there. And you don't have to use it, so I partially use the organization. I like the big dump pocket in the back. This keeps my snacks separated. You got a zipper pocket in front of that. You got a couple other drop-in pockets, a smaller zipper pocket, a little mesh pocket, and 2 little pen holders. All right, so that's really it for that pocket. Deceptively roomy. You know, the access is a little limited, but again, that's by design, I believe. So let's move on to this top pocket. This got one zip opening across the top, and this is a good dump pocket. It's got a key lanyard in there, which is pretty cool. So this is a Fidlock key lanyard. Put that on your keychain, and you just snap your keys in there, ready to go whenever you are. And then this is the pocket where I've been keeping this is my personal care kit that I keep in there. Inside of this pocket, there's a little bit of organization by way of a very large zippered mesh pocket. So I do use that because I'm in and out for this all the time. And I have some other stuff in here like my AirPods. So just for security purposes, I usually put them inside that mesh. And that's really it. You can see the recycled ripstop material inside. Moving on to the laptop pocket. That one's got a dual zipper setup. Zips a little bit more open than the other ones and has a pretty narrow opening to it, but it's really got some great lining in there. So this is neoprene material right here, and then we've got that recycled ripstop as well. I will tell you this, iPad 12.9 inch fits in here, but it is pretty tight with this Magic Keyboard on there. It's a lot less tight without the Magic Keyboard on, but that does fit. And if not though, you can fit something a little bit larger in there if you just avoid using that pocket altogether, which is not necessarily a big deal. You're not gonna put anything really else in that pocket anyway, so this adds a little bit of protection. It's got some soft material on the inside to protect a screen. For instance, if you want to put something in there, bare screen, I suppose, that almost feels like a microfiber or almost like a fleece, but nice material on the inside there. You got another smaller pocket on the bottom with the Monarc label, designed in USA, made with recycled plastic. And this bag is made in Vietnam, according to that label. And then you've got this stretchy strap to secure the contents. All right, so just demonstrating how this goes in. It is on the tight side a little bit. Putting this iPad with the Magic Keyboard in. Without Magic Keyboard, is much looser. Very snug fit, very secure, and it does have a little bit of a false bottom, but not much. I think the main reason this isn't going down all the way is because it curves a little bit right there. But it does offer good protection overall. It feels really good in there, very secure, and I really, again, like that neoprene padding. Let's move on to what I like about this sling. So number one, I like the overall design, the fact that this bag is very slim and low profile while still offering plenty of space with that 10 liters of capacity. Number two, I like the expandable carry feature with the G-hook straps that are included. The fact that I can carry extra, or if I pick up more along the way, I can cinch it to the outside of this bag, really provides some great versatility. Number three, I like the grab on the go design to where I can access every one of these pockets and the content stays secure because of the design of the pockets when I'm wearing the sling. Number four, I like the mesh and the padding on the back, great airflow, very comfortable to wear. And last but not least, I do like the fact that this bag is made from 21 recycled bottles, net positive for the planet. So what don't I like about this sling? And there's really only two things I'll mention. First being, we're missing a grab handle. I really found myself wishing this had a grab handle when I've been using it over the course of the last few weeks. In and out of the car, in and out of the office, it would be really nice to have a grab handle. And I'm a little confused because I've seen some images of this sling on their website with a grab handle and I've seen some without. So I'm not sure if that's a new release or an upgraded version, but I have seen some pictures with a grab handle, and a grab handle right there would just be absolutely perfect. And then the second thing I'll mention is the fact that we have a very minimal false bottom in the laptop compartment. All right, so let's talk use case scenarios for a minute. Why would you buy this sling? So if you're looking for something slim and low profile to use as an EDC bag, especially if you're a commuter or in an urban environment, this is a great sling for you. Couple that with the fact that it does have expandable capacity if you need it with the G-hook straps, and this bag really shines in that use case scenario. So if you've watched this review, you're on the market for a sling and you don't think this sling is for you, what's next? Well, I've got a couple other videos you could check out on slings. All reviews I've done recently. The first would be the Air Day Sling 3, which is my current favorite sling, hard to beat in terms of features, quality, just an overall great sling. Link above, take a look at that video. There's also the Peak Design 10 liter everyday sling, which I reviewed recently. This is a much bigger sling, great for someone who carries a bigger laptop. Link above, take a look at that review. And then lastly, my most recent sling review was the Bellroy Light Sling. That one clocks in at 7 liters, great lightweight travel sling option. Link above, go take a look at that video. And that wraps it up for the Sling by Monarch. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you.